Over the last 20 years, Michigan has lost hundreds of thousands of hunters. As the number of people heading into the woods has dropped, the deer population has exploded. That's why we now see antlerless hunts in both the early and late seasons. It's a way to manage the herd before things get out of balance. This video encapsulates a late September antlerless only hunt. For me, these hunts aren't just about being in the outdoors. Every deer I bring home gets processed by my hands, and that meat is what I live off for the year. I don't buy meat from the store. This is how I fill my freezer. Quick shout out to Amanda McClelland7390, who guessed 7 fish for my Walmart challenge video.
It's time for another Fish Around and Find Out field tip of the week. Whenever you see me out on the water, you'll always see me with sunglasses on, even if it's a cloudy day. And they serve 2 purposes. These are polarized sunglasses, so it helps reduce the glare on the water, helps you see down into the water and actually see what's going on underneath the surface. And the second purpose that they serve is protecting your eyes. Now, I've caught a lot of fish, and I've seen every type of fish throw a hook. I've had hooks end up in me. The one place I don't want hooks to end up are in my eyes. Just by the nature of fishing, you are pulling that lure back towards your face, and if that fish throws the hook and it comes back and strikes you right in the eye, your fishing trip is done for the day. So do yourself a favor, get yourself a pair of sunglasses, wear them while you're out on the water. It'll really make a difference.
You have to remember it's September. That means it's 64 degrees out. Warm weather changes everything. It means this process has to happen fast. The goal right now is to get the deer opened up, let the heat escape, and start cooling the meat. Field dressing is simple in concept, but every cut matters. You've got to be quick but careful. Avoid puncturing the stomach or intestines, or you'll ruin good meat. This is the first step in turning a deer from an animal in the woods into food in the freezer. And for me, that's what it's really about. As I mentioned before, I don't buy meat at the store. Every deer I take gets broken down and used. And this first step is what makes sure none of it goes to waste. Back at home, the work continues. The first job is to hang the deer and get the hide off. In warm weather like this, the hide holds in heat and moisture. If you don't get it off quickly, the meat will spoil. Skinning is where a sharp knife and patience pay off. Keeping hair off the meat, making clean cuts, taking your time. All of that matters. This isn't just butchering. It's respect for the animal and the meals it's about to provide. Quartering is next. Shoulders, hams, backstraps, tenderloins. Everything gets broken down. Some cuts will become roasts, some steaks, some will be ground. Nothing goes to waste. Every piece of meat has a purpose, and it all adds up to a year's worth of meals. The meat will go straight into an ice cooler. That quick drop in temperature locks in the quality and keeps the meat safe. When it's hot like this, you don't have the luxury of letting a deer hang for days at a time. It's about cooling it fast and processing it right. At the end of the day, this is more than just hunting. It's providing for myself the way people have done for generations. Every step, from the field to the freezer, is a reminder that I'm connected to the land and that I can live off of what it provides. This deer will feed me through the seasons ahead, and that's the kind of security you'll never find in a grocery store. Quick question: what will you do when the gales of November come early? Once the deer is quartered and cooled, it's time to turn it into meals. The grinder comes out, and this is where a lot of those trim cuts become ground venison. Burgers, chili, spaghetti, all the kinds of meals most people buy at the store, I make right here at home. From there, it's about packaging. Every cut gets wrapped, sealed, and labeled before going into the freezer. Piece by piece, it stacks up. Steaks, roasts, grinds, enough to keep me fed for months. When it's all done, I know exactly where my food came from, how it was handled, and that nothing went to waste. This isn't just hunting, it's providing. It's living off the land, one deer at a time.